Hey, today I'm rolling with my coach Yousuf, but with one slight advantage. He's blindfolded. Will his lack of sight be enough of a hindrance to make up the skill gap and for me to submit him? Let's find out. We slap hands and look for grips on each other's pajamas. I take a standard collar and sleeve and put my foot on his hip to pull guard. I try to grab his ankle, but Yousuf pulls his leg back to counter and drops his knee, pinning my leg to the mat. He uses his left arm to pull both of my knees together and reach over my back with his right to run around my guard. I try to frame away so Yousuf pops up to knee on belly. Considering he can't see, the elegance in his Jiu Jitsu is really impressive. I underhook his leg to try and escape, so Yousuf drops into side control and steps over to mount as I grin at the camera like a dweeb. Time to kip this big boy off me. I managed to bring my knees inside, but both my legs are pointing in the same direction, which is bad for me as it opens up passing options for Yousuf. I try to shrimp away, but he controls my leg with a grip on my pajama pants. He's using that black belt pressure to keep my hips controlled in north-south, and again steps over into mount. He gets a gift wrap on my arm and looks for a chair sit into S-mount. Yousuf attacks my far arm with a telephone armbar, and it was not comfortable, but not quite enough pressure to tap. I think he was just being nice to me because he didn't want to break my arm. He swaps to an underhook on the inside arm, and I know the armbar is coming, so I roll around for the hitchhiker escape, but my head is controlled by his leg, so I have to tap. I just got submitted by an opponent wearing a blindfold. If that isn't humbling and demonstrates the power of good jiu-jitsu, then I don't know what will. We reset, and I can't help but laugh at how funny this is. I go for this arm drag, so Yousuf hides his back by dropping to the mat. I try to get a crossface, but he underhooks my leg and hits this deep half guard sweep to come up for a stack pass. I try to bring my legs to the inside position, but Yousuf is pressure passing now and hits this beautiful sequence of a windshield wipe to step over into mount. He tries to attack S-mount again, but we roll into the wall, so we reset. Yousuf takes a grip on my lapel and instantly creates so much tension by pulling on the lapel and pushing with his legs. It's such a stuck feeling rolling with a high-level black belt in the gi. I need to break his grips before I can pass, but he bridges and off-balances me forwards to sweep me over. I re-pummel my top leg to the inside, so Yousuf backsteps to pass and goes for this rolling back attack, so I keep my back on the mat to stop him exposing it, and he lands in side control. He pops up to knee on belly again and looks for several collar chokes, which I defend by keeping my hands close to my neck. He switches to arm grips and sits back for an armbar, which I defend by slipping my elbow out. He baits me with an omoplata setup, and I leave my head on the inside, which is a mistake Yousuf capitalizes on by switching to the triangle to submit me. Even blindfolded, he's absolutely smashing me, so I've got to switch things up. Now I'm on Yousuf's back, I can feel my feet dangling low between his legs, and I'm scared of the potential ankle lock I'm giving him, so I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing with my hands, which was a big error as I should have just gone for the collar choke right from here. He fights my hands and takes a 2-on-1 grip on my wrist to shuck me off him. Now we're fighting for inside position with our limbs. Yousuf passes and sits back for an armbar, but flops it and gives me top position. I keep my arms tight to his waist and stuff his leg in between mine to drop into half guard. I then windshield wipe my legs and switch my hips to get the pass. This is basically my only success in this role, so I'm going to replay that to make myself feel a bit better about doing something good. I bet you can never guess who taught me this windshield wipe technique for passing. I would imagine as an instructor it's a warming feeling to see your students grow and learn from your style as they implement your techniques into their own game. Yousuf takes this grip on my leg and I'm feeling a sweep coming, so I shoot my leg straight out to base. I then grab a head and arm to try and control him, which I've now learnt is a huge mistake if you are not past your opponent's legs, as it basically hands them a shoulder crunch, which Yousuf takes. I managed to slip my arm free and stiff arm Yousuf's armpits to stand up and escape his guard, But I'm not thinking about those damn pajamas, and he grabs my lapel and sleeve to elevate me and hit a helicopter armbar, which I knew was coming this whole roll because he loves that technique. But it's on and I have to tap to the sightless ninja once again. Thank you for the roll, Mr. Miyagi. If anything, you've demonstrated the effectiveness of good jiu-jitsu even without sight. Yousuf has known me since I was around 16, so it's always a fun time getting steamrolled by him. So there you go, I hope you enjoyed that roll. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna do a bit better than I did, but that just shows you how good Yousuf really is. I was just grinning and laughing the whole way through that roll because it was just hilarious, to be honest. If you have any more like weird or interesting jiu-jitsu video ideas, please drop them in the comments and I'll reply to all of them. But yeah, thank you for watching and peace.